Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm African Gamer here. So today I've decided to make another Apex Legends video because of how bland and boring Call of Duty and the community and all that stuff is right now. The only real thing to report about is what happened with Drifter and Activision. Other than that, there is nothing new in Call of Duty. So, I'll probably go over the Drifter thing later on in a different video, but until then, here's Apex. This video is going to be about the best settings for this Battle Royale game, and these settings are just top of the top. You want to be running these. So yeah, stay tuned. Now before I get right into the settings, I just want to tell you guys about my controller. I'm just running the default Xbox One controller. This is the Xbox One S. So this is nothing fancy. It's not like a scuff controller with paddles on the back. I don't have no strike pack or anything to like alter the controller. It's just the default controller, and these are the settings I'm running for it to have most enjoyment in this game. Now for the first part, it's actually in the gameplay, and the first one is interact prompt style. Pretty much what this is how when you come up to a weapon or when you come up to some sort of item, it'll display something on the screen giving you information about it. In my opinion, I like it smaller because it gives me just it makes me feel a little safer because I'll be able to see enemies if they unknowingly cross in front of me, or if they, if there's anything going on, I'll be able to see it and it doesn't take too much of the screen, which is why I keep it on compact. Now for button hints, for those who don't know, button hints are little hints on the screen to tell you what each button does. For example, if you wanted to, select something or jump, it would tell you on the screen to click A to jump if it's default. I personally have that off because I feel comfortable with this game, but you guys can keep it on if you'd like. That's more preference. All of this is really preference, but yeah. Now for the damage feedback, the damage numbers, the ping opacity, obituaries, minimap, or obituaries, all those, I have everything else default. I do have auto sprint on, and I also have the incoming damage feedback as 2D. Other than those, I believe everything else on the top of this is the same. Nothing is inverted, nothing is changed. So now let's move on to controller. So as I said before, my controller is a default Xbox One controller, and it's, nothing fancy. As I said before, it came with the console, and I'm running default stick layout. I'm running the interact reload button as tap to use and reload. The crouch buttons toggle, everything else is the same. Now, I want to go up to button layout though. You guys won't sadly be able to see this, but I actually switched R, like pressing down the right stick, with B. So pressing down the right stick on the controller will be crouch and B will be melee, pretty much. And the reason I did that is because you want to be spam crouching in this game, at least on console. And spam crouching pretty much helps you up and down, and pretty much it's like in a way jumping in Call of Duty. It somewhat correlates to that, and it's it's really good to use. It's really good to utilize, which is why I have it like that. Also, I just feel comfortable, a little more comfortable with crouching with R. Now, for my movement and aiming, I just have my default at 3, and then I have my, okay, so my look sensitivity is a 3, and then my ADS sensitivity is a 2. Just keep that one under, and that helps a lot with, what is it? That helps a lot with sensitivity and also control over the weapons and accuracy. So I highly recommend you stick with them low, and everything else from there is the same. Now for video, I'm very happy to have this in Apex. It would be field of view. Field of view, I have mine at 86. I switched, before I was about 90, but I switched to 86 just to get a little bigger picture. But that's personal preference. I highly recommend you keep it in that 80 to 90s range because you'll be able to see people from, far away. But at the same time, it somewhat reduces recoil in a weird way. I've talked about this in Call of Duty before. This correlates to it, but in general, the field of view is 86 for me. Sprint view shake is minimal because I don't like the shake. And brightness, it depends on your display, and it depends on, what if you're running a TV or monitor. It depends on a lot of things. You're gonna have to do that on your own. Now for finally audio, I'm running master volume at 100%, sound effects volume at 100%, dialogue value volume at 70%, and then the music and lobby music volume at 0. The reason I do this is for the music, they're all the way off because of the fact that, well, the music isn't necessary in the game. The music isn't something that is going to help you. It's more or less going to hurt you in some ways, which is why I keep it off. Dialogue volume, it's somewhat in the same case, but keeping it at 70% is in a way, well, keeping it at 70% is like my best way of putting it in audio. And it's not 100% because it doesn't overtake the sound effects or the master volume. So that's why I have it at that. Now, disable voice chat, it's on because I mainly play with randoms on this game. Sometimes I do play with friends, but when I do, I mainly play with Xbox friends. I do have a friend on PlayStation. That's really the only time I turn on voice chat. Other than that, I always keep it off and I never use it with randoms. Then for convert incoming voice to chat, I just keep that default and off. Now these are the main settings. That was, I wouldn't necessarily say a quick video, but these settings are what helped me and helped me throughout my months, and really, it pretty much helped me get better at the game. Currently, I don't know if this is like a flex or anything, which it probably isn't, but I'm like level 92 and I have 37 wins. I'm not completely sure if that's good or bad, but in general, I mean, I'm enjoying this game, I'm loving it, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. So yeah, hopefully you guys will take this sort of settings into consideration. Hopefully you guys will use it. If it does help you in any way, go ahead, tell me down in the description, or sorry, in the comments below. Other than that, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like it. Also, please subscribe. Let's reach 50 subs by the end of the year so you guys do not miss out on any giveaways or new videos that I drop. I'll catch you guys later.